Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I come to you with another recipe. I know it's only been a few days since I've been on here, but I decided I'm not going to come in here every day and do a cooking scope because it's just getting to be a little bit too much and it's getting way too expensive. So I have to take some time off for me. I just can't come in here every day and do cooking scopes. I know people like it, but I just can't do it. I have to cut back somewhere, and I've been buying way too much food. Hi, good to see you. And then I end up having way too much food left. So what I'm doing now is I'm fixing enough for several days, and then when that's gone, then I'll come back in and fix again. That's what I'm doing because I need to take some time to eat the stuff that I prepared. I can't keep coming in here every day and making food because it's just taking too long, and I have too much, and I can't get it eaten, and that's not good either. So this is a recipe I'm going to do in my 12-inch skillet. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm going to do this in my 12-inch skillet. It can either be done in a pot or a skillet. And I thought, well, this 12-inch skillet, everybody knows the Pampered Chef skillet is. Look how deep this is. There's my sweetie. This Pampered Chef 12-inch skillet is really, really deep. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and make, and wow, you come on early today. I didn't expect you on yet. So this has really got really deep sides. So I'm going to use this one because it's better. I don't want to put it in a pot. You know, I can use my stock pot, but I'd rather use my Pampered Chef skillet. It's a good skillet. If you don't have the Pampered Chef skillets, oh, that's true. But you had to get Sean too. Oh, thank you. I don't, like I said, if you just come in, I'm not coming on every day to do a cooking scope because it just gets to be too much. So I have to be, take some time out for me and just take it slow and just buy the food I need for a recipe and let that recipe go for a few days, eat it, and then I come back in when it's gone. So that's what I'm doing. There's Vanita. Welcome, Vanita. So this will be a simple recipe. And I'm using the same meatless crumbles that I used the other day because I did go to Kroger's, Fred Meyer's, which is Kroger's, and I'm using this. I was trying to get my prep work done. I didn't mince my garlic. Oh, I'll do that eventually. I'll get that eventually. I just want to do a cooking scope today. I may do one tomorrow. You never know. I might surprise you. I got all my Christmas stuff down and everything's back to normal again. So I can do that. Still have that little small table, but it works okay. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what I'm putting here and putting things in here as I'm putting it in here. Like I said, it takes a pound of ground beef, which I don't use ground beef, so I'm using the meatless crumbles. So I'm going to get this, I'll go in here and get this heated up. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Welcome. I'll get that hot first. Use the meatless crumbles. And it calls for 1 small onion diced. Well, I've got a great big huge onions. Hi, good to see you. So what I did is I just cut 1 onion in half, only used half of it. Oh, queen, I don't feel that way, but thank you for saying that. All I've got is big onions, so I decided I'd just cut it in half and it's all in the hips. Well, I love doing cooking, but food is expensive, and I can't afford to be buying it like that because I want a fixed income, so I kind of slow it down. Where are all these people coming in from today? Where are they coming in from? Oh my goodness. If you guys want to block those people yourself, go ahead and block them. Yeah, I know, what the heck? Go ahead and block them. I'm blocking everyone I see. I've never even heard of what that is. I've never heard of it. That you guys are putting stuff on my. I don't know. I've never heard of scat. What is that? I've never heard of that. It's something that I never heard of as a kid. Never ate it. So I can't make something I've never heard of. Oh, kids are on Christmas break. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you. Oh, it's bad. Oh, okay. Oh, Scat Surprise is really good. Oh, my. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for everybody coming in today. And I know Alexis was on earlier, but I happened to be gone at the time. I was getting my groceries and stuff when she came on. Well, I couldn't very well watch her. Oh, you're doing, it's okay. I haven't even started yet. I haven't started cooking anything yet. So, oh, yes. Change your username, please. If that's the one that keeps calling me Queen, because if you don't change your username, I'm going to have to block you. That's not a very good name for Scopes. But anyway, thank you. Those are coming in from Periscope for the very first time. Welcome. I'm going to get going in a little bit. Oh yeah, yours. Yeah, that's right. Oh. Oh, there's a, oh my God, this, oh, there we go. Same one again. Blocked him. I blocked him once. He came in with another username and said the same thing again. Oh my goodness. I'll say hello to you. Hi to everybody that's coming in. Welcome. Thank you for coming in and thank you for being here for me. That has nothing to do with this Periscope. I'm sorry, but that's not a question I'm going to answer. I will not answer that. Not in a cooking scope. That you keep him out of it. Gee whiz. This is. We got some trolls in here today, but you guys catch what you can. If you can't catch them, I'll catch what I can. I've already blocked 2 or 3 already, so what you don't get, I'll get. Okay, let me go ahead and get this started. Let me see what I have to do. In a large pot or deep skillet, deep-sided skillet with a tight-fitting lid, brown the beef and onion over medium heat. Okay, I put my thing on. I've got it on medium heat. Okay, and I'm gonna I'll put this down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, good. Yeah, we're getting trolls in here today. Bots never really bother me that much. They repeat what you say, but they're not as bad as the trolls. The trolls are horrible today. I don't know where they're coming in from. I had one guy that I blocked him once for saying one thing, and he come back in with another username and said the same thing again, and I blocked him again. Hi, good to see you. So if you see somebody saying something that I miss, please, by all means, mute them or whatever you have to do, because they can't say anymore. Good to see you. Welcome. I probably should put a little oil in here, but I didn't think it really mattered because this is going to get hot anyway. That is very rude to say. That is very. Thank you for blocking him, or I'm going to go ahead and block him. I'm going to block him. The substitute I'm using are the meatless crumbles. I'm using meatless crumbles. That's what I'm using meatless, and I use these before. I get these from Kroger's. They happen to be really good. I should probably put a little bit of oil in my skillet. I know, you got that right. You can see I've blocked several already, and I'll just block them if I see them. If I don't see them, you take care of them, and we'll all work together, and we'll keep these people out of here. They are really rude today. Some of these people, I think they're off their meds or something, or they got too much time on their hands. Periscope said they were going to get rid of all the bots and the trolls and stuff, but I don't think they're doing a very good job of it. It seems like more come in all the time. Anyway, thank you to my moderators for taking care of what you do see. I do appreciate it. Because you help me out tremendously, especially when I'm cooking and I'm looking down at what I'm doing, looking at my recipe, and I'm not seeing what's going on the screen. So you take care of it for me that way. And when I go in and watch the replay, if I see something that out of the norm, I will take care of it. I will block that person and get them out of here. So, and I do thank you for that, because you guys are awesome. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm going to get a lid and put this on, get that started on the lid. So I'll get that, and I'm going to tell you what I'm putting in here. Okay, so it takes a pound of ground beef, which I'm using the meatless crumbles, 1 small onion, but I cut that in half because it was a huge onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and since these are huge cloves of garlic, they're not going to taste like actual meat, but they're actually better for you. That's what I'm saying. Now, it calls for 3 cloves of garlic, but since these are really big, and I'm just going to cut these up, I'm only using 2 because they're huge. So I'm just using two cloves of garlic, and I'll cut those up when I'm ready to use them. 1 large green pepper, and it was a large green pepper, and I diced that up with the quick slicer before I came on. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, which I do not use. 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, which I'll get over. It's over there in my spices. I'll go get that. 1 can of diced tomatoes, which I have right here, and you undrain them, and 2 cups of beef broth. It calls for beef broth, but I'm going to use my veggie broth. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I'll get that out. I haven't got that out either. 1 cup of uncooked white rice, and I've got brown rice because I think that's better for you than white rice. And I think this is jasmine, so I'm going to have that, and 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm going to use the Dale. That's what I'm going to use. So let me go get my soy sauce and my oregano. Here's my liquid aminos I use for my soy sauce, and I'll get my oregano out here. It's over here. You girls going out. Come on, going out. Here we go. Okay, here's my oregano. Okay, now. Anyway, this ought to be really good. I'm going to try to get this heated up. The pan, it takes a while to get hot. And you've got to get this browned. Although this won't need to be browned too much because it's, it's pretty, it's not like your raw meat, like your ground beef and stuff. But I'm putting it in here anyway. It says, lid, brown beef, and the onion over meat. Oh, I forgot to put my onion in there, but I'll put the onion in there right now. Okay. I don't want to forget that. And like I said, I cut the onion in half, and I'm using half of it because it was a huge onion, because I've got huge onions sitting here. I couldn't find any small onions, so I just use what I have, and since they're big, I just go ahead and use them. So I'm going to put this lid back on, and I'll talk to you while I'm standing here, finding out how your weather is. What are you doing for? Let me ask this: do you guys have plans for New Year's? Yeah, yes, my daughter's right. We had too much white rice in Hawaii, and the thing of it is, the white rice we had in Hawaii, it was so doggone sticky, it would stick to the wall. You'd make a ball out of it, and it'd stick right to the wall. Well, I didn't like the white rice. White rice isn't as good for you as the brown rice anyway, so that's why I don't eat white rice. And the thing of it is, brown rice, as I understand it, cooks quicker than white rice. It cooks much quicker. Your white rice takes a little bit longer. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. White rice takes a lot longer to cook than your brown rice does. So that's why I come in here and I use brown rice. It seems to work for me a lot better. If somebody came in and I didn't say hi to you, welcome to everybody that came in. I've been trying to get ready to get this done, and I'm not exactly looking at all the comments that are coming across the screen. So while I'm waiting for that to get hot, I'm just going to cut up my onion just a little bit. And these are the paring knives from Pampered Chef, or not my onion, my garlic, excuse me. I didn't mince this. I figured I don't really have to. I'll just put it in the skillet, just like this. Just cut it up. This calls for 3 cloves, but these cloves I had are huge. They're huge cloves, so I'm just using them. Just using 2 of them. I figured that would suffice. But they say you can't really have too much garlic in anything. I do like garlic, and since these are big, I'll get plenty of garlic. I mean, I like the taste of garlic and the smell of it already. Wow. Can already smell the garlic. Whoa. It's really strong right now. Really, really strong. So, what's everybody planning for New Year's? Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. Have you got a special day planned? Are you spending it with family, or are you doing anything New Year's Eve? I know I'm not. I'm not doing a thing on New Year's Eve. It's just like it's another day for me. I don't get out. I don't go anywhere. Basically, I don't, because there's a lot of drunks on the road. If you know about New Year's Eve, there's a lot of drunks on the road on New Year's Eve, and I don't want to be out there with those drunks. They're terrible, because you never know when you're going to come across one. So I'm just going to go ahead and just stay home. Better safe than sorry, I say. If you don't plan on going anywhere. Oh, you're having vegan lasagna. Awesome. Vegan lasagna is awesome. It's so good. And I do appreciate. Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, hi, Alexis. You just came in at a good time. I just started this a little bit ago. I didn't mince my garlic, so I'm just going to cut it up as small as I can with my paring knife here. Thank you for inviting your followers, Alexis. And I'm using the 12-inch Pampered Chef skillet. I love this skillet. This is an awesome skillet. Because they said you could do it in a pot or a skillet, but I think it's a lot easier in the skillet. Everybody can see it that way. And this has got, and I like this skillet because of the deep sides. This makes real good dishes when it's deep sides. I've never really had stuffed peppers. My daughter says she's had them, and she says they are really, really good. It was something though. I found this recipe this morning, and I goes to the store to get the things for the recipe. And I'll be darned if I did not save it in Pinterest. And I thought, oh no, where did that go? So I had to go look for under my pins to see if it was there. It was not there. So I just started searching for it, and I finally found it. So I figured I'm going to save that thing immediately, because I thought I had saved it in one of my boards, but evidently I didn't, because I was in a hurry to get out of the house, and I didn't save it like I was supposed to. So here I had to look for it, and I was panicking because I was standing there saying, what do I need anyway? I knew I needed the tomato sauce. And I thought, well, just give me another thing of diced tomatoes. And I didn't know what all I needed, because it's nice to have your phone with you and your recipe brought up so you can see exactly what ingredients you need to make whatever you're making. It works for me, and it probably would work for you too. So it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to guess, And sorry I missed your scope, Alexis. I was shopping at the time, and I couldn't very well watch you when I was shopping. So I will watch your replay, though. I know she said something about going bananas. Boy, I love bananas. So I'll have to watch that to see exactly what that was all about. So if you guys aren't following Alexis, then follow her. And if you want to be a consultant and get with her, or you want to host a party, then you can host a party. I hosted 3 parties already this year. Well, this year I hosted 3 parties. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in 2020. I'm kind of tapped out. You're welcome, Alexis. I'm kind of tapped out a little bit. I've got a lot of Pampered Chef, and I have to wait till it kind of cools down a little bit, And that's the way it goes. I'm going to put this up just a little bit higher so I can get that started, because this pan takes a while to get hot. Anyway, no, some of you said you're not doing anything on New Year's. Well, I'm not doing anything on New Year's either. I'm staying home. You know something? I don't want to get out on that traffic. New Year's Eve is terrible to get out there, and especially if those drunks are coming on the road. Of course, I wouldn't be out after midnight anyway, but they can go out and get drunk and then hit somebody, and that's the end of it. So I'm just going to stay home, enjoy my time at home, and do what I normally do. My crocheting or my knitting or whatever, and enjoy my time by myself. That's what I'm going to do. And I suggest if you haven't got a place to go, stay home. Stay off the roads, because that's when the crazies are out. They're always out on New Year's Eve. A lot of crazies. Let me tell you, too many crazies. I don't understand why they feel that New Year's Eve they got to go out and they have to get themselves stone-ass drunk, but they do. They get themselves so stone drunk that they can't even walk. Yeah, you're right. It's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. So it's best not to even go out. Just stay home and enjoy your time at home, and stay home with your family, because that's the best. Now, this is really getting hot now. It's best to stay home with your family. You don't have to go to work. Well, I know Alexis doesn't have to go to work until Thursday. She's had a long vacation. This has been a long vacation for her, because I don't think she's worked since last Monday, because she didn't work Christmas Eve, and of course Christmas and out. And her boss gave her those 2 days, gave her the next day, Christmas Eve off. So she doesn't have to go back to work till Thursday. So it's going to be odd for her to have to go back to work again. But maybe in a way that she'll get back in the swing of things. Oh, I know what you mean. I can't either. And the smell of it. Just to smell it on somebody's breath. Oh my goodness. Hi, Cheryl. You're coming in at a good time. I'm just getting started on this. This stuff smells so bad. The only alcohol I've had is when I was a teenager, when it was given to me by my friends. They weren't very good friends when they kept giving me alcohol, and I didn't know I was drinking it and got stone drunk. And I'm not making excuses for it, no way, shape, or form. But that was after I graduated from high school. But ever since then, I've just felt that alcohol is not for me because it's terrible. People cannot hold their alcohol. They drink way too much, and they act real crazy. They don't know what they're saying, they're out of it. It's as bad. To me, alcohol is just another form of a drug. They're out of it, so they will say and do things that you wouldn't normally do if you're not drunk. So I don't drink, and I'm better off not drinking because you won't hurt yourself. You won't have to deal with the pain of trying to go into sobriety, which a lot of people are in sobriety. I don't know if the sobriety really helps them or not, but I wouldn't want to get myself in that position where I'd have to go into sobriety. That would not be a very good thing at all. But I am so glad that I don't drink, I don't smoke. Yeah, no hangover. You're right. Hangovers are absolutely terrible. Been there, done that, and it was not a fun thing because I think I was cursing and swearing at my dad, and he didn't know that. He couldn't figure out what was going on. When he found out I was drunk, he wasn't happy about it. But I think he was about ready to slap me from here to China. I mean, he was so upset at me for. I mean, I don't remember what I was saying, but I do know it wasn't very good. And he was saying something to me, and I was smarting off to him and didn't have any respect for him. And that's what happens when you get drunk. And when I look back on it now, I was terrible to my father because he was such a great guy. I mean, he gave me a roof over my head, provided for me and everything, went to work, and I did that. And I regret it. Believe me, I regret it. And I wish I'd have never done it. I wish I'd have never gone out and got drunk. But oh, that's true. Exactly. I agree with you there. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, sweetie. They can be happy drunks. Oh, and that's the only problem is that's when they're the happiest, when they're drunk. And so therefore they drink a lot of alcohol. They don't know what else to do because they're so used to it. It was a very hard lesson learned. Let me tell you, it was a very hard lesson learned. Absolutely. And when I look back on it now, I wish I had never done it. I did things that I shouldn't have done. I said things I shouldn't have said. But we all probably have been that where we have done things and said things that we shouldn't have done or said. And we look back on them now and we say, well, why did we ever do that? Why did we get ourselves in that position? I don't understand it, but I'm glad now that I'm old enough now. I know better. At 71 years of age, I'm not about to go out there and do that. I don't like the taste of alcohol, let alone go out and try to even drink one. I didn't even like it. Beer, I used to drink beer, but that's an acquired taste too. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't even go there. It's terrible. But let's just say I'm glad that I'm sane, I'm in my right mind, and that I don't drink things that I shouldn't and get myself sick because I really don't want to do that. Okay. All right, 30 seconds. Add tomatoes, the broth, the tomato sauce. Okay, we're going to add the tomatoes, and these are undrained. The tomato sauce, 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. And let's see, add tomatoes, broth. And there's 2 cups of broth, so I'm going to measure this out. They call for beef broth, but you know me, I don't use beef broth, so I'm going to use my measure all, and I'm going to measure out 2 cups here, because this is the 2-cup measure. This is the 2-cup broth. This is what I used the other day, a cup out of here, and I put it in the refrigerator, so I won't have a cup left. I can probably drink the rest of it. All right. And then bring to a boil over medium heat. Add the rice and bring to a boil. Okay, this is over medium heat. Bring this to a boil, and I'm gonna cover this up too, so it can start boiling a lot better. With the lid on. This is going to be a good meal. Yes, there'll be garlic in there too. That comes in a little bit. Turn the heat to low and cover it for 25 until. Okay. All right. It doesn't say anything about the garlic, but I'm going to put that in there right now because I'm going to forget about it if I don't. I better put that in there right now. I'm looking for it in the instructions. It's in. It's part of it, but they're not saying where it goes. So I'll just put it in right now and have it. I'm glad you reminded me of that. The rice has to come in after this boils. And my soy sauce. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put my soy sauce in too, and I think that it doesn't exactly tell you where to put the soy sauce in either, so I'm going to wing it a little bit and put it in now. And here's a tablespoon. And this happens to be the liquid aminos. This has got a lot of salt. There's coconut aminos too, but I'm going to use the liquid aminos. And Walmart happens to carry this now. I used to have to go get this through Amazon, but not anymore because Walmart carries it. And this is plastic bottle, so it's not so bad. So I'm going to sit back here, and then I'm going to... I don't wear glasses. I had cataract surgery a few years ago, so I don't need glasses. You must be a new person, don't know me very well. I know sometimes it looks like I might need glasses, but I don't. Oops. I got to be careful. I don't tip that rice over. Now, this is jasmine rice. They call for white rice, but I'm using brown rice. I think I'll put it back here so I don't touch it. Brown rice because I think brown rice is a little bit easier for you, and it's easier to cook. As I understand, and I've cooked, and I've used both, but I think I've used brown rice more than white. Brown rice takes a lot longer to cook or white rice, excuse me, takes a lot longer to cook than brown rice. I don't know what it is about it, but it takes longer to cook it. So I could have probably put this in the quick cooker, but they said not to have it cooked. So that's why I'm doing it the way I am doing it now. Let's see. And the cheese will go on last. And I've got to put the peppers in there. I better put the peppers in there too. And I don't want to forget those. That's one big pepper. I don't know why there's not in the instructions where to put the peppers in at, so I'm just going to put those in there now too. And rice will be the last thing I put in there, so there we go. That was a nice big pepper, and I used my quick slicer for that. There. Got to have the peppers in there. It won't be good without the peppers, because that's what is stuffed pepper, you know. And that's, if you don't have this skillet, get with Alexis to get this skillet, because I like it because of the deep sides. It's real good for things like this. There's some pots and pans and not. Yeah, it is hearty. Yeah, I've never had stuffed peppers before. My daughter says, "Oh, Mom, they're delicious." And if you like rice, then you won't mind the stuffed peppers so much. But I love rice to a certain degree, but white rice I'm just not too fond of because that's where I had a lot of it in Hawaii. They didn't have the brown rice in Hawaii. They had the white rice. And yeah, that's what I heard. And that's why I wanted to try this. When I saw this recipe, I told my daughter, I said, I'm going to try this. She said, "Oh, Mom, that sounds so good." You know, because she said normally she's seen it, though, where they just take the pepper and you stuff it with your rice and your, other things and eat it that way. But this is supposed to be a casserole and done in either the skillet or a soup pot. Well, I thought, well, why not just do it in the skillet? The skillet's deep enough. It's got everything, the sides I need, and everything will fit in here perfectly. The 10-inch skillet would have been too small, so I used the 12. I love this skillet. It's my favorite skillet. I'll use it quite a bit. But anyway, I'm glad that everybody's here. I don't have to talk to myself. I can see that there's people down there. I can see Alexis and my daughter. I can see Lisa, and I can see Cheryl. And there's probably other ones that that I'd have to scroll crap past to see. But I see the icons down there. And there's Sharon. Welcome, Sharon. Good to see you. Good. How's your puppy dogs? How they doing? People, if you're not following Sharon, follow her. If you like dog scopes, that's what she does, dog scopes, and she also makes doggy clothes for her dogs. She's got 4 Pomeranians. She had 5, but she lost one about a couple months ago. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta let it come to a boil. Then I gotta put the rice in. So I've got it so it should get hot before too long. And that's why I bought the lid on so it'll cook a little faster. But if you're not following Sharon, follow her. If you like dog scopes, because she's got 4 little Pomeranian dogs, and she gets those dogs lined up in a straight line, and they'll sit there and she'll take a picture of them, and they're so cute. Absolutely. And she took one up just before Christmas. Oh, thank you, Sharon, for the super hearts. Before Christmas, she had put some Christmas outfits on him, and he looked absolutely adorable. Although my dog, you wouldn't even bother trying to put the doggone things on him, because they would have them off in 2 shakes. I mean, Sydney's already proved that. She can't even wear her sweater very long. I had her sweater on her, and she had that thing off. By the time she got up in the morning, one morning, because I left her sweater on her because I could walk her the next day, she had her sweater completely off. And I thought, how in the world did you get your sweater off? Well, one day last week, she got her collar off. I don't know how she got that off either, but she managed to get her collar off. This dog is a little stinker. So she doesn't like sweaters very well. But, yeah, she's a stripper dog. You're right. She's also a treat stealer. She'll steal treats from the other dogs. If I don't give her her treat first, she will steal from them. So I have to feed her her treat first. So while she's concentrating on eating hers, I give them theirs. And Carmen will run into the other room with us. She runs in the bedroom with hers, so she doesn't have to worry about Sydney or Buttercup taking her food from her. I'm going to put in, let's see. I forgot my the oregano, and it's only half a teaspoon, so I'm going to do that. But it's so funny. You know, dogs are hilarious. Yeah, I've got the rice sitting back on my stove. I didn't want to put it where I could knock it over, because I measured it out already. I'm putting this in here. I know there's nothing in the instructions say to when to put it in, so I have to put it in now. Otherwise, it's not going to be. You won't have this in here. But she loves to take from other dogs. I don't know why, but when I got her, I didn't know she was going to be like this. But she's hilarious. Her and Carmen aren't even up 5 minutes every morning, and they start playing, running through the house, chasing each other, and just having the best time ever. You know, and this is the first time I've ever had dogs that really wanted to play with each other. So, hi Bev, good to see you. Welcome to those that's coming in. Thank you for coming in. This is a very simple recipe to do. It's got a half a teaspoon of salt. I might as well put that in there too. This is actually a fun recipe. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Although this recipe isn't specific. Yeah, you certainly can. You can learn about dogs with Sharon. You can learn about dogs with me too, because you know I have 3 dogs. She's got 4, and her dogs are adorable. And I've got 1 Pomeranian and 2 Chihuahua mixes. So that's what I basically have now. I don't know what Carmen is mixed with, but Sydney is mixed with a Dotson, because she's a Chiweenie. Because I put a blanket on her at night. When I wake up in the morning, she's totally wrapped up in that blanket. I just put her to cover her up, and she's so wrapped up in that blanket, all you see is a lump under the blanket. So she loves that blanket every night. So I cover her up. Yeah, they are adorable. She's all black, and she's got the real long legs, and I'm glad I found her. She was in a bad situation where she was crated 24/7, wasn't allowed to get out and run around, and they didn't feed her very much, and I felt so sorry for her. Oh, the food. Okay, I'll take the lid off. I'm trying to get it kind of cooked a little bit. Keep taking this off, and it's not going to get done what I need it to do. I'm going to put this over here. I already used that. This is, you can see it's got to get up. It's got to get up to simmering. It's got to get to boiling, and then I will put the rice in. That goes the last thing that goes in there. But those people that have dogs, you know what I'm talking about. Dogs can be a lot of fun. They're a lot of work sometimes, because they expect you to be here for them, and then, they eat a lot of food, but They are absolutely a marvelous thing to have, and I'm glad I've got them because they keep me sane. They make me happy. They make me laugh, and that's what we need. We need to laugh more. I don't eat too many of them. I eat more of the yellow, the red, and the orange. But however, with the stuffed pepper casserole, it calls for green. It probably wouldn't look good with the orange, the red, or the yellow. The red is, as I understand, is the sweetest. The green is not. But since this is a stuffed pepper, I thought I'm going to use the green. That's what it called for, so I'm using the green. I don't know how it would be with anything else. So, you know, I did what the recipe called for. Let me go ahead and throw this away. Okay, there we go. So, and I'll just keep the lid on this so this can kind of, well, it's starting to come to a boil right now. So now I can get ready to put the rice in there because you want this boiling before you put the rice in. It takes a while. These pans take a while to get hot, but when they get hot, they stay hot for a very long time. Really a long time. And I had a great big huge green pepper that I put in there. Okay, now I'll get my rice. Forgot almost where I put it. Okay, and this is brown rice. It calls for white rice, and this is brown rice. I'd rather use the brown rice than the white. It'll take a lot less longer to take a lot less time to cook than your white rice will. This is going to be awesome. It's going to, and the cheese, this cheese I'm going to use here will be the last thing I put on it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. This is going to be this guy. And if you want to know what's in here, those that just came in not too long ago, I will let you know what's in here. I used this for the meatless crumbles. It's got a small onion, which I cut it in half because it was such a big onion. 3 cloves of garlic, and I only used 2 because they were huge. The green pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of pepper, but I don't put pepper in it. Oregano, half a teaspoon of oregano. A can of diced tomatoes, undrained. 2 cups of beef broth, which I used vegetable broth. 1 can of, which is an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and I use the liquid aminos. And 1 cup of uncooked white rice, which I used brown rice instead. And 1 1/2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, which this will be the last thing that will go on. So that's basically what it has in it. Very simple recipe. Not a lot of work goes into it. Just had the prep work to do. But as you can see, with the lid on here, I've got the lid on because I want to keep the. But you can see, if you can see it on your end, it is starting to boil right now. It's cooking, and I've got to get the liquid all cooked down into it. You know, you want to get the liquid all cooked out. And normally rice will soak the liquid up anyway. So this has to cook, and it shouldn't take as long as the white rice. It's going to take long enough, but I'm going to cook it down until I get the liquid out of it, because you don't want the liquid in there. And then I'll put my cheese on, and it's going to be awesome. Let me see what she said. Oh, you're not to have soy? I don't know what this one is. Let me go ahead and block that one. Let me go ahead and block that one. There, block that one. I don't know what he's saying, so I'll just block it. It's best to block it and not worry about it. That's true. I'm used to, I'm going to put this up till that gets done. I had a lot of white rice in Hawaii, and that rice, I didn't care for the taste of it, so I used brown rice. No, I'm just staying home. No, you don't. You sure don't. Hi, JFJ. Good to see you. Welcome. JFJ doesn't come in my periscopes very much, but when he does come in, I'm really happy about that. No, you don't have to use that much liquid aminos at all. This Walmart sells this now, and there's Patricia. Good afternoon, Patricia. Walmart sells this now, and they've never sold it before, but they sell it now. So I like this. Wow, I've got quite a few people in here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, you can get it at Walmart. I was surprised when I started. You know, they're stepping up their game, and they're getting a lot of organic stuff, and they're starting to carry the stuff for vegans like I use. When I saw this there, I thought, I'm going to get some of this. But I also got some coconut aminos. People say that coconut aminos are good too. So they also have coconut aminos, which I bought. So Yeah, this is a soy sauce alternative. Yes, it's a flavor. It's a natural soy sauce alternative is what it is, without having all the other stuff the soy sauce has in it. This is Bragg liquid aminos, all-purpose seasoning from soy protein. That's what this is. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. It is good. It is very good. Yes, a soy alternative, right? It's actually better for you than actual soy sauce. Yeah, you do something, you learn something new. Yep. I have never tried the liquid aminos or coconut aminos yet. Oh, are they? Aldi's? Well, I don't have an Aldi's here, but I do have an Albertsons, and they're carrying some organic stuff too. And I go to a store called Winco Foods, and they carry a lot of stuff too. However, I went to Albertsons the other day because I wanted to make my vegan scrambled eggs, which I did, and I'm going to make them again. Only this time, I ordered the Kamala Namac, which is they call it black salt. I ordered it through Amazon. It's coming tomorrow, so I can make the vegan scrambled eggs one of these mornings for you guys, and use the Kamala Namac because they said it gives you the eggy flavor. And you just use your soft tofu, the silken tofu, and either firm, extra firm, or medium firm tofu, and you mix those two together. Well, the one goes in the blender with all your spices, and the firm tofu goes into your skillet. You get it chunky, and then you put what you blended up. And I took the deluxe cooking blender the other day when Alexis was on at the time, so I was making this vegan scrambled eggs. And I used the deluxe cooking blender, and it blended up real good. Now, you put it on custom setting. I used it on custom setting too, and it came out really good. Well, I have made tofu scramble, but this is called vegan scrambled eggs. But tofu itself does not have a taste unless you put something in it. Yep, this is my mini me. This is my mini, and for those of you who may not know, there's Simone. She comes on Periscope every once in a while. I haven't seen her in a while, but she lives in Italy. She makes these. Alexis has one, Daniel has one, Bop and Dee have one, Alex has one, and I have one. I don't know if there's anybody else that has them, but she does a real good job. You just give her a picture of yourself, tell her what you want the doll to be wearing, and how you want the hair, whatever, And I told her I had brown eyes. Well, she made the hair the way she thought it would look good on me with bangs and everything, and I think it's adorable. Yes, and Leslie Nance, that's right, Leslie Nance. I forgot her. Yeah, she has one too. Hers is adorable. That's how I first saw about the dolls, is Leslie's, because I was following her on Periscope. Of course, she doesn't Periscope anymore because she's a counselor for cancer patients, so she has no time to come on Periscope. But she's got one as well, and I happened to see her. She always has hers displayed, and of course, Alexis has hers displayed as well. It looks just like her. But Simone does a very good. I do too. But she has to do what's best for her, because she is dealing with cancer patients, and that's more important to her. She can't take time to come on Periscope anymore with her cancer patients. She counsels them, and I give her credit for that. I'm really happy that she's able to counsel them like that, because I couldn't do it. But her being a cancer survivor, she knows a little bit about it. She knows exactly what she went through. She went through it so she can counsel other people and help them. Because let's face it, if we don't watch what we eat, cancer will take over, because cancer loves a lot of things that we eat. They love sugar, a lot of sugars, they love that. There's a lot of things that cancer loves. If you eat something that cancer hates, you're not going to get cancer. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. I didn't even see you in here. See, here's, you can see. Oh, well, I have it. I'm just stirring it right now. But once it gets done, I will let you see it. But good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Oh, there's Trish the Dish. Welcome, Trish. Haven't seen you in a long time either, sis. How you been doing? Oh, man. And I'm happy when JFJ's in here and you got Alexis in here. I mean, I've got my best buds in here. I really do. I really do. I love every one of you. I've got all my best buds in here, my followers. And I'm glad to see everybody, because I certainly don't want to talk to myself like Alexis says. Who wants to talk to themselves? And you know something? I can answer myself too. Sometimes I start talking to myself and I'll answer myself and I'm thinking, well, no, that was kind of dumb. But they say that as long as you talk to yourself and don't answer yourself, you're doing pretty good. But you know, sometimes I'll say, no, where did I put that? You know, I'll start answering myself, trying to figure out where did I put something, you know. I am so absent-minded. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Zoe. I appreciate that so much. You know, I get so absent-minded sometimes I'll forget where I put something. Just like I was getting ready to come on Periscope, and this is funny. I was staring at my phone, and yet I couldn't. I said, no, where's my phone? And I'm thinking, oh, no. It's right here, and I'm looking at it. And I had it in my hand one day, and I was trying to find my phone. I needed to do something. I says, no, where's my phone? I had it in my hand. Have you ever had those days where everything just seems crazy? You know, I looked for my sunglasses once. They were up on my head. It's real silly. You know, you look at things like that and you think, oh my goodness. Oh man. Hi, good to see you. Oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone. I know there's a lot of people that do this, feel the same way as I do. That you know, you look for something and you wonder where it's at, and you get to looking at, oh my goodness, you got it in your hand. I'm gonna put this down now, so I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. Move this over just a little bit. Oh, Raggedy Ann, oh, it does. Now, see, you can see this. The liquid is finally cooking out. Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to add my cheese. I think it says 1.5 cups of the vegan cheddar cheese. And this, everybody knows I use the day up. So I'm going to. Hi, good to see you. Let me put this to 1.5 cups here. And I got one I got to use up, so I'll use this one up first. And this will go right on top, or stir it in. As you can see, this is going really good. And I'm going to taste the rice too, because I don't think it's going to take that long to cook. But let me get a spoon or something and taste the rice and see how done it really is. Because I don't want it al dente. I want it done. Some people can eat it al dente, but I can't. I have to have it done. Get in there. Oh, doesn't it? Oh, it does, doesn't it? But you can see the liquid is finally coming out of it. It looks really good. I think I'm gonna get ready to measure out the. Because you want all your liquid completely cooked away. And oops. I'm going outside. Come on. Trying to get my dogs outside. And this ought to be a real good recipe. People might really want to try to make this. So if you make it, let me know how it turned out, because I'm interested to see how it turned out for everybody. Hi, Crystal. Good to see you. Welcome, sis. Good to see everybody in here today. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting quite a few people in here today. This is awesome. I haven't had this many on my Periscope in a long time, but I'm so glad that everybody's here. Oh, there's Sky Blue Rain. Thank you for coming in and inviting your followers, Sky Blue Rain. Welcome. I'm going to let this cook down just a little bit more. As you can see, it's getting there. And then I'm going to put my cheese in. I'm going to see how this... Now, it says just to remove the lid to let it simmer a little bit more. Okay. It says 25 minutes. A sprinkle of cheese and cover just until the cheese is melted. Okay, and I'm gonna do that. Put this in here. Oh yeah, some dropped and you're gonna get it, aren't you? Well, whatever. It's not gonna hurt you, I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna leave that go, and I'm gonna leave it up on top, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go cover this so it can get melted. And that's basically all there is to it. That's all there is to it. This is a very simple recipe. Easy peasy, as I say. I like easy recipes to do. I don't like anything real complicated. Oh, you want? I'm sure everybody does want some of that. It looks so good. But I'm going to post the recipe up. Now, I'm sorry I didn't post the other days. I'll have to get that up there. But I think this one's even going to be better than what I made the other day. So I'll bake this one again. This is awesome. It tastes really good, too. I think that anybody's family would love to eat this. It looks very appetizing. It looks so good. And I'm just going to leave this, cover it and let it get melted. And then I'll let you see it when it's done. And I'm sure that you're going to try this yourself for your family and have a real good meal out of it. Sure, this is. Yeah, it's trying to get melted. You want the cheese melted. You don't want to. It's getting pretty good, pretty close. I think I'm going to get ready to shut that off, and I'll get my hot pads out, and I'll put it. Let me throw this away, and let's throw this away, and then I'll be right back. Okay, get my hot pads. Come on. I got some hot pads for Christmas, and I really love them. My daughter-in-law got them for me, and these are big. As you can see, they're nice on this side. They're cotton, and they're quilted on that side. They're awesome. They're really nice. Let me put this liquid aminos away and put this in the refrigerator, and then I'll get that out. Oh, that's Carmen out there barking at something. She finds something to bark at, and I don't know what it is, but okay, I'm going to take this and yeah, she's a rat. Buttercup, yeah, that dog always acts like she's hungry. She's not really hungry, but she pretends like she is. There we go. Now I got it turned off. Okay. Yep, she sure does. There. Now, what do you think? Would you make this? Put a 1 in the box if you'd make this. Well, I think it's serving for 8, but I'll have several days meal out of this. No, it's not actually. It's very easy to melt. It's very easy to melt. You can see this is melted already. It's melted on top. Oh, awesome. I'm sure if you sit this in front of your family, they'll eat it because it looks so. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit before I delve into it, but I'm liking the way this looks. I mean, this is really appetizing. Yeah, you got your peppers in there, and I intend to. I'm going to eat it for lunch, but it's a little hot right now. But I want to get it cooled down a little bit, and then I want to try it. Oh, you can do whatever you want. If you want to put black beans in it, go right ahead. That you can do whatever you want. I don't particularly care for black beans, but you know, black beans might make it taste pretty good. You could probably put pinto beans in it. You could probably put kidney beans in it. I don't know about chickpeas. I doubt that, but any of the beans, you know, the red beans, like they said, the kidney beans, or your pinto beans, or your black beans. I happen to like kidney beans really well. Yeah, you probably would. I just don't happen to have a can of black beans right now. I didn't think to buy any, but I wanted to make this. I wanted to make it just the way it says. You can see the liquid is all gone. I'm going to get a fork out, and I'm going to have to blow on it, but see what it tastes like. But it's got everything in it that you would want. It's got your peppers in it. It's got your rice. It's got your garlic. It's got your onion. And of course, those that make this, you use ground beef. If you're not vegan, go ahead and use your ground beef. Wow, this is awesome. It's like Alexa said, another booyah, booyah, booyah. This is very good. It is awesome. I love this. And I'm sure if you make this, your family's going to love it too. So like I said, if you're not vegan, feel free to use your ground beef. Because, hi, Missy. Good to see you. You missed what I made. But here it is. And it's got Um, yeah, yeah. Hi, good to see you, Missy. Here's my and I made it vegan because I use vegan cheddar cheese, and I also use the vegan crumbles that I used the other day for my taco mac. So it calls for 1 pound of ground beef. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you can do that too. Yes, I am. I certainly am. Pound of ground beef. And I'll tell you what the recipe calls for. And then when I write it up and put it on my Facebook page, I'll tell you what I put into it. A pound of ground beef, 1 small onion, and I had such a big onion. They were meatless crumbles. They were what I bought the other day that you saw that I used at Kroger's. They're the Simple Truth. They're meatless crumbles. It was a pound of it. Oh, no. Just a few years, about 3 years, a little bit more than 3 years. I should have done it a lot sooner because I needed to lose weight. I was over 250 pounds, about 250, and I didn't like the way I looked. So I decided I was going to go vegan, and I've lost it. I'm about 195 right now. So it pays to, watch what you eat. Okay, and I said a pound of ground beef, 1 small onion diced, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 large green pepper diced, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, which I do. You probably could. You could try it. If you don't have the crumbles, try the cauliflower and see what you like. You can do, because recipes are meant to be tweaked. You can make them any way you choose. I make them the way I choose. I tweak this for my vegan lifestyle. And okay, and 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1 can, a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes, undrained, 2 cups of beef broth, which I use the veggie broth instead of the beef broth, 1 can of tomato sauce, the 8 ounce can, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and I use the Bragg's liquid aminos. You can use the regular soy sauce if you want to. 1 cup of uncooked white rice, and I use brown rice. Now, if you like white rice over brown rice, feel free to use the white rice. It calls for white rice. All I have is brown, so I use the brown. It seems like it cooks faster than your white rice. I don't know why. The white rice takes a lot longer to cook. And then 1 1/2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. And you can see it looks awesome. It looks just magnificent. Look at this. Look how good that looks. Wow. Wow. That looks like a good cuisine, doesn't it? And I'm so glad I found this recipe. Actually, I go on Pinterest every day and I look for recipes, and this one just seemed like it popped out at me when I saw it. I says, oh man, because I like the skillet meals. They're a lot easier to do. Thank you. They're easy to do, and I've got these skillets here, and I want to use my quick cooker as well, but it takes I actually make a lot more in the quick cooker than I can eat, because I did the same thing here, but I can save it for several days. But yeah, probably could. I'll just put it in the refrigerator and I'll be eating on it every day. This serves 8. So if you have a hefty family, you have several kids, and you got your spouse, this will be really good. This will last you. It really will. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, look how good and appetizing this looks. It really is. I mean, I can't believe that this is as good as as can be. It really is. It's another booyah, like Alexa said, a booyah, booyah, booyah. This is awesome. Yep. You're right. Well, I don't eat dinner. I just eat breakfast and big lunch. So that's why what I'm going to start doing is making stuff like this on Periscope. And I won't come back until I have it gone before I fix again. Because it's getting too much, because I eat too much food or buy too much food. So this way, okay. So that way I fix just for several days. And that way I have it. And then when it's gone, then I can fix again. Because it's just me, and I'm the only one eating it, and I don't want to go to waste. So until this is gone, I will not. I might do like a crocheting scope or something like that. Oh, well, you can go back and get the replay. I never take them off. But I'll do a crochet scope. Somebody likes my crocheting scope, so I'll do that again one of these days, and probably a Bible prophecy scope as well. But cooking scopes are going to be few and far between now because I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen when I've got plenty of food in the refrigerator to eat. You know how that gets you have, and this is going to be several meals, so I want to have plenty to eat, and I won't have to come in here and fix something. Oh, welcome from France. I get them from all over. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, all the flavors go through it. It would. You're right. When it sits in the refrigerator and all the flavors go waft through it or melt through it, how you want to put it, it tastes a lot better. It always tastes better the second day around than it does the first. Although this is awesome right now. This has got the best flavor. I can't believe this tastes as good as it does. And it looks marvelous. I thought, well, I can make this. I can make it look as good as the picture. And this is what the picture looks like. And I see it. That's just what the picture looks like. It's awesome. It really, really is. And you got to see the green peppers in there. The rice. It takes one big green pepper, and I mean, it was huge. And a cup of rice. Of course, rice expands when it cooks anyway, but it's in here, so it wasn't in water. But what did I make? I made a stuffed pepper casserole. That's what this is. This is a stuffed pepper casserole. I'll tell you what it has in it if you didn't get the ingredients. It calls for a pound of ground beef. However, I didn't use ground beef. I used meatless crumbles. Everybody knows that I don't eat meat, so I did that. A small onion, which I cut in half because I had everywhere. I didn't I had a huge onion, so I just cut it in half and used half the onion. 3 cloves of garlic. Since they were huge pieces of garlic, I just used 2 cloves. 1 large green pepper diced. A half a teaspoon of salt, which I put that in, sea salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, which I don't use pepper. I leave that out. A half a teaspoon of oregano. 1 can of your diced tomatoes, undrained. 2 cups of beef broth, and I used my veggie broth, organic veggie broth. 1 can of the 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and I use the Bragg's liquid aminos. 1 cup of uncooked white rice, and I use brown rice instead, but feel free to use the white rice. Feel free to use ground beef as well. If you don't like brown rice, use white rice. I prefer brown rice over white, but that's just me. Other people are going to feel the opposite. If you like white rice better than brown, go ahead and use it. And then 1 1/2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese that I sprinkled on top and let it melt in. That's what it has in it. This is an awesome looking meal. I'm really pleased with this. This is my happy meal for today. I'm really happy that I really made something that I'm proud of, and I know that it's going to be good, and I can make this several times, and it'll be good every time I make it. I know, doesn't it look awesome? It really does. I mean, I'll hold it up to the camera again. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, look at that. You can see everything. Look at that. It just, awesome, isn't it? Just awesome. You are very, very welcome. Anytime I can come in here and make a meal like this, I'm going to do it. Because I know you guys love my vegan scopes. You love when I come in here and fix. And I want to fix something that I could eat as well as anybody else, Because I think about other people when I'm fixing it. Because there's other people that like to fix the same thing. Yep, you can tweak it to suit yourself. Right, you can put anything in it you want. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is very good. Yes, I'm vegan. I've been vegan for about 3 years. But like I said, those that are not vegan, you can use your ground beef. You can put black beans in it. You can put kidney beans in it if you choose to. Pinto beans if you want to add the beans to it. Use your regular shredded cheddar cheese. Just make it your way, because recipes are meant to be tweaked. They're not set in stone. So you make it your way. And I made it my way. And I'll post it up on my vegan page how I made it. And then you can make it any way that you choose. But I'm sure however way you make it, it will be just as good. It'll be just as delicious. And you'll wonder why you didn't make this a long time ago. Well, I'm wondering why I didn't see this until now. But I'm glad I saw it, because I thought, man, this is an awesome meal. Yeah, what I do is I kind of show you the different stitches. I was doing a dishcloth the other day. I've got one started again. Or was it a hot pad? I think it was a hot pad, but I've tried to show people how to do certain stitches. It takes a little bit more ingenuity. It takes a lot of time, but I can definitely do that. People like those scopes. Now Alex said he won't come in there on those, but that's fine because he likes my cooking scopes, which he's not here today. But I am so glad that everybody came in here. I believe this was one of the better scopes because I had quite a few people in here today, and this one actually turned out absolutely. This turned out absolutely, to me, this turned out perfect. This turned out exactly the way I wanted it to turn out. And these Pampered Chef skillets are awesome. If you haven't got these Pampered Chef skillets, you order them because this is the 12-inch. It doesn't come with the set. There's a set of 6 pieces where you got your lids and your pans, but this doesn't come with it. You have to get this separate. Oh, you're excited to try it? I bet you are. You know, and it's going to be so good. No matter how you make it, it's going to be delicious. You put your black beans in it, your pinto beans or whatever, and it's going to be awesome. I'm sure it will be. You know, because you make it the way you, for your family, you make it the way you want to make it. We all make things a little bit differently. We all like things a little bit differently. I mean, I don't like the same things you like, and you don't like the same things I like. So therefore, we do what is best for us, you know. And I tell you what goes in it, and then I put what I put in it. So you can choose to make it any way you like and make it your own. Don't be afraid to experiment because that's what those recipes are for. I love Pinterest for finding recipes. If you're not on Pinterest, go on Pinterest and find something that you might be interested in making. I mean, there isn't no lack of recipes on there. You can find anything to your heart's desire. Yeah, they sure do. Carmen's down here. She wants some of it. She's looking up at me like, are you going to give me some? No, not going to give you any. So, yes, Pinterest. That's where I get my recipes from. Oh, there's other places to get recipes from, like Yumly, allrecipes.com. There's Big Oven. There's other ones out there, but I like Pinterest the best because I go in there every day to see what there is, with the exception of Sabbath, of course. But during the week, I go in there. Yes, it's easy and meatless. Absolutely. So if you like something that's easy and meatless, go for it and try it and see how you like it. I'm sure that however you make it, it'll be awesome. Oh yes, Pinterest is my fave because I do so much on Pinterest. I'm finding crochet patterns on there too to make for different dishcloths, different things, baby things. So I do that as well. I can show you sometimes how to make baby stuff too. People might want to learn how to make something for babies. So I do that as well. That's part of my ministry where I crochet baby clothes for mothers for the expectant mothers. Oh, thank you. Welcome to you, and happy holidays to you as well. Yep, it's hard to believe that New Year's is coming in a couple of days. Yeah, it would. Yeah. I've never heard of them, but, you know, you could probably use red or yellow or orange, but I chose to use the green because that's what it called for. But it made it look awesome. It looks very pleasing to the palate. Very tasteful. It just really, this is an awesome meal. I mean, the taste of it is scrumptious. This is good. Let me tell you, this is good. And I wouldn't say it's good if it wasn't, because it is absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure that you guys, once you make it, you will love it. Now, my daughter probably be the only one to eat it because I don't think my son-in-law would touch it. The boys wouldn't touch it, but she'd have several days' meal of it. Oh, I certainly will. And I'm going to get off of here in a little bit so I can eat this, but I want you to see how you can make this. And I will post this up on my vegan page as soon as I can. Yeah, they're outside. I think they're barking at squirrels or something, or hear another dog or something, so they're outside. But anyway, I thank everybody for coming in and being here for me. I really appreciate every bit of it. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Probably not a cooking scope. Absolutely. I might come in and do a crocheting scope or a Bible prophecy or whatever. Oh, you too. You have a blessed New Year. I'm going to stay home and enjoy my New Year. Let me tell you. And you do the same, JFJ. Stay home and enjoy your New Year's. Don't get out unless you have to, because there's a lot of crazies out on the road. So, with that being said, I hope you'll all have a blessed day. And until we meet again, take care. I love you all, and bye-bye.